Hello and welcome back to Cardboard Decoy Plays Factorio. We're going to do a little bit of track management here. I went ahead and added these and I was like, oh hey, yeah, no, this works. And then I realized, no, it doesn't actually work that well. So we're going to just sort of change things up a little bit here. Yes. Trying to figure out, oh, that's right. This is what I do to regulate. This is how I regulate. I figure I'd go ahead and just display this anyways for in case... I really like this idea. I'm fairly proud of it. This is one of my better ideas that I've had for factory management and track management as well. So let's go ahead and actually, you need to go up, you need to go over and down, and you need to go like that. And then we'll just hook that up to this guy whenever all of this is gone through, which will only take a second. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and do this one as well. Okay, I'm sure I disconnected something important there. Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Let's do that. And we'll go ahead and do like this. And yeah, all of that's going to get used up. Okay, hey, we're getting attacked. Alright, it looks like this is working out. Okay, good. Good. Let's go... Yeah, we're still waiting for this to clear out a little bit. That's totally fine. Oh, this is still distributing from this side. Let's turn that off for a second. Okay. Just a little bit more. Actually, you know what? We can go ahead and do it now. I don't know what I'm waiting for exactly. Alright. So that's going to come in there. That's going to come in there. And then these two sides will fill each other up. Super sweet okay deal. Alright, and now it's taken for both sides, even though it's mostly only doing from one side, and that's what we wanted to have happen. So, good times, great oldies, and all the greatest hits here on Cardboard Decoy Plays Factorio. So, yes. Where were we? I totally got sidetracked. One second. Let me refresh where I was. We want to increase copper production, for sure. That's a good idea. Copper output probably wouldn't be a bad thing to focus on a little bit as well. And... looks like we're getting maybe just a tiny bit caught up. No, not at all. Alright, so we have more of these. We don't need any more substations for the moment. I think it's time we built some storage caches, maybe? I'm debating. How are we doing on construction robots? We got 108 there. 114. We got 3 there. Yes. So... yeah, we can leave those guys running for just... well, no, 100 is more than enough. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, let's turn you off. Alright. We need to build maybe a couple of requester chests. That should ease up on our steel use considerably, if not completely eliminate it. How many of these do we have now? We have 48 laser turrets. That's really good. Whoa, what happened to the power here? I turned it off, maybe? By accident? How did I do that? When did I do that? What happens if we do this? Alright, let's power it back on. That was a little scary. I'm not exactly sure what I did to butcher that, but it was butchered. Nonetheless, that's the important fact here. Doesn't matter how it was screwed up, just so long as it gets fixed. So, there we go. Okay, so what do we do? Where do we go from here? We've got some extra oil that we can pick up there. That's probably not a bad idea. I'm thinking. I don't know which direction I want to take at the moment. While I'm thinking, how about I just go ahead and... why did that... oh, that's because that was hooked up to that power, so our copper production is almost completely dead for the second. Let's go ahead and just max this out at 12. We'll worry about the particulars later of actual input. Alright. Let's just do that. I need 3 more arms, so I've got 3. Let me put those down just so I know I'm using all of them. And 1 more. Yep, that south wall's getting hit. We'll have to go and attack that here pretty soon. Alright, cool. So, there we go. Whoa, why is it... oh, he... whoops. Not ideal. Can we just pick those up really quick and pretend that didn't happen? Alright, cool. Very careful with those long arm inserter placements. And there we go. Now we're producing copper. That's what I wanted to have happen. Oh, we still got steel. Or iron. Not steel so much, but definitely iron. Alright, cool. There's no more going down where it shouldn't be. No? Alright, cool. And then let's go ahead and we're going to build a few more miners and expand on this a little bit. Need a lot of electronic circuits. That's fine. We can go pick those up really quick. And we'll pick up enough for, let's say 5. 5 should be enough. Alright, so we have 1 more iron plates. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Alright, and we still have plenty of track. Yep. Track is good. Track is tenable. And then we'll just go ahead and build up all of these really quick. Very soon we're going to have to start looking at building modules because I need to do a lot more pollution and... Oh, let's do like that. I don't like that there. Let's put it up here. Finish off this top end. Cool. I need to do a lot more pollution and production management for things like speed. It's a little micromanagey, but I think it goes a really long way in making a much more productive factory all in all. So there we go. We've increased our copper input by a fair amount here. Man, we're just going to get solid attacked for a while. I mean, there's so many worms is the big problem. Like, that's the #1 issue right now. That's sort of the source of our woes, is the fact that the worm population skyrocketed unexpectedly or unannounced. And I haven't really sat down and figured out how I'm going to take care of that just yet. I need to do a lot more military upgrades, though. Actually, let's start there. Where do we need to go for military at the moment? We should do rocketry. We need purple to get military 4 for just piercing shotgun rounds, it looks like, and I'm not too interested in those. Let's see, explosive rocketry. Explosive rocketry, I'm a big fan of. Railway, that's going to become more of an issue a lot sooner. But let's just sort of come up with a plan here. Bullet damage and bullet shooting speed, both pretty important if I want to survive. Power armor. Power armor is going to become a deal fairly quickly, and power armor is really useful, although it's not going to be nearly as useful as it should be for a while. Here we go. Armor crafting 3, basic modular armor. We'll have to start making processing units. Alright, there's a lot of factory reformatting that we're going to have to do here, and... where do I want to go to grow? How do I want to grow? What do I know? I'm trying to come up with some clever way of saying these things here, and it's not necessarily working. Let's see. Yeah, iron production is just fine and dandy. Looks like copper production is going to start picking up here fairly well. What did I do to improve this? Okay. I just started putting a lot of fast track, but there's not fast track all the way down. So just where the splitter is, and then we're providing up there. So I'm kind of distracting myself at the moment, because it's like... Alright, I have an idea of what I need to do. I just need to figure out what order I want to do it in to pull it all off. Let's go ahead and summon some more track for ourselves. I had long arm inserters on input there and wasn't paying attention. Let's go logistics. Fast track. We need 30. What do we need to build the fast splitter? Actually, do I have a fast splitter in the system already? No, I don't. Okay, so I'll have to build one from scratch-ish. Let's go... Actually, do I have everything for this track here? Yeah, I can build it like this. Okay. And then this needs actually a lot more iron. Alright, there's that. And then a lot more iron for 8. And that... It only builds one at a time. I should really just be pulling this from my production line. This is going to take forever, but in the meantime. And, okay, so we got our fast splitter. That's where we wanted to start. And, yes, I did have all the spare yellow track sitting around. And that'll slowly get eaten up as I go here. Okay. How do I want to do this exactly? Okay, we got a railway researched, so that's good. We'll need automated railway system, which is going to be pretty much the only way that's going to be functional or usable, as it were. Okay, so this is improving a little bit. We're using more of our foundry than we were before, so that's about where we wanted to start there. And it looks like, I guess, if I just speed it up all the way back to there, that's pretty much the ideal situation, where the copper initially gets on the track with the coal. So, let me just do this. We're gonna speed this up a little bit. I was like, no, I've got the patience for it, and I realize it's incredibly boring to watch. I need to stop doing that. It's a nasty habit. Okay, so we have a lot of iron and copper on us as well. We might as well drop these off at their customary locations where they're usually used. And our walls and stone bricks are totally backed up. That's not a bad thing. Let's go ahead and do like this. Alright. And then you. And, oh. Did they not bring me fast track? Is fast track being used for something? Were they on their way with the fast track and then I moved away? The most likely scenario. Yeah, because here's the active provider chest. So this is kind of a bug that happens from time to time where it's like, I don't know why they've decided to not bring me stuff. I'm here. I'm in the right area. We've got this covered. Oh, I only have one. I didn't set it to 50. Yeah. You know what, let's just do 100. Fuck it. YOLO, etc. Alright, there we go. Give it a second. I know I'm already standing here right next to it and I could just as easily grab it, but then it'd be less justification for the presence of my drones. Yeah, let's stick with that one. That'll be the story I use. What are you doing? Why are you having issues? Just give me the thing. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and go back up here and upgrade this a little bit. Copper production is going to slow us way, way down if we're not careful. So this has become sort of a priority. Alright. And like that. There we go. Move this back down here. Alright, cool. Now that should be about on the same rate as iron is. Alright, automated rails upgraded. Let me think. Let me divine to take a page from day 9 there. Logistics 3, we don't really need that yet, although that might be swiftly approaching. This will allow us to do purple research, which is going to become a necessity. I'm trying to decide which one I want to do next. Let's go ahead and do armor crafting 3. Let's go ahead and do armor crafting. Oh, I need speed modules. Okay, so now I have to go ahead and research modules, which I was discussing doing anyways. Okay, so modules is being researched. Our production is back up. Maybe not up to snuff, but up enough. Let's see. I kind of like the way that worked. That was a fun thing to say. Alright, what are we waiting on here? What's the hold up? Is it just actually putting stuff in the machine? Okay. I might have to improve upon that, but that'll work for now. Yeah, definitely need more copper coil. Let's see what the general holdup is here. Yeah, it's actually getting copper to it. What all is using up? I guess we're still waiting for copper to catch up a little bit. Yeah, there's the density shift is right there. So hopefully that'll make a huge difference once it gets down here. Plus, we've also got our resources being used by other things at the moment as well. So that'll put a little bit of a dent in our ability to produce for a minute. Okay, we've got, yeah, fairly large attacks coming in there in the south. Might want to beef up that wall a little bit. Might not be a bad idea. Put in some more lasers. No big deal. And maybe even build some more drone ports so that they'll come down here and repair as well. So let's consider our options for a second. How are we doing on steel? Steel is still getting completely eaten up by something. Let's see where it goes. Let's watch it. Oh, is it turrets? Yeah, it's turrets. Okay, everything else up here is filled and satisfied, so don't have to worry about that so much, but we are still building a fair number of turrets because I never set a limit to it. Maybe a little bit of a problem. I could have sworn I did. What am I thinking of where I set a limit recently to something? So let's do less than 100. So we haven't hit 100 yet, but 100 is a good number for laser turrets, just so we have the ability to just summon them up as we need whenever. Okay. Yeah, I like it, I don't like it. I like it, I don't like it. I'm not really sure what I need to do to make my factory better at this particular moment. I just need to sit down and kind of go over what is here, what isn't here, what I need to make better, what needs to be going faster, all of those fun things. It might just be time for me to go completely apeshit with electric furnaces as well. That might be a big thing. We haven't really... Let's see, what do our cycles look like? Whoa, modules. Okay, we'll go ahead and do speed modules. And over 10 minutes, there's nighttime. And then it comes back up. And then capacitors go down. So it looks like capacitors are holding over fairly well, but we're also drawing a lot of power from steam engines. So we'll go ahead and get rid of some more steam engines as we continue our less polluting transition here to greenness. And that'll be roughly how I tie up this video, is kind of exploring our power systems. We got a lot going on. There's a lot of different eggs and a lot of different baskets that we're trying to manage at the moment, and I think I'm doing pretty okay at it. My attention is split. I don't necessarily like that, especially for the purposes of trying to cast this. So, but overall, I mean, it means that things are working. I'm getting the flow going. There's a lot of goals to take care of here. I should have taken care of those arms first. But we can get rid of one whole line of production here with our steam engines, and then we'll see how things go over this next night and watch our power graphs. And hopefully things are balancing out fairly well. I know you generally need a lot fewer solar panels than you would immediately assume. They produce a lot of power. I was about to say they produce some more power the more you build, and clearly that is the case. Don't get me wrong. However, it doesn't. Whenever you just have one or two, it feels like they produce a lot less power than they actually do. But once you start getting up there, they don't really. Once again, the only resource they require to produce power is space. So as long as you've got more space being taken up by more solar panels, you're going to end up in a pretty good situation fairly quickly with those. So I might even up the number I produce of those just a little bit. Because yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They produce all the power we need for our factory immediately. Okay, we're biting into our capacitor power here, which is good. It means it's being used. And we are below the threshold of what we need for our steam engines. So not a bad thing. We're slowly getting there. I just need to see if this is going to cover us for the whole night. If it manages to get us through the whole night, we'll take out more steam engines until we need more, and then we'll build more and that kind of a deal. We're still kind of in this transverse area of our of actually producing. Okay, there we go. Power. So we want to switch to full solar, and yeah, we also need to upgrade oil. Our large goals here are upgrade power fully, upgrade our forge to electric, and start a train system that gets us oil that we need. So I'm not entirely sure what order I'll be doing all of that in. I just know those are our main goals at the moment. So, and speaking of which, it wouldn't hurt to go ahead and put more oil down there. So, alright, we've got Armor Crafting 3 up. We can start making speed modules, although I don't have anything that really needs speed modules just yet, except for maybe research. But that'll be a redesign project in the future, and I'm not ready to commit to that just yet. So, okay, now our power's coming back on, or I should say the sunlight is coming back, and we only went through half of our accumulator power. So, in theory, if half of our power is being handled by steam engines... Hold on, let's go to the charts here. Yeah, so we've got half and half pretty evenly with steam and capacitor power, so we should be able to make it through the night right now with our current number of capacitors. So, that's the theory. We might build on that a little bit. We'll do like a couple more power blocks here and then just totally take away all of our steam power. Although that doesn't say that we'd actually be able to charge up our capacitors with the current solar panels that we do have. So it's a little bit of a risky proposition. It could go either way at this point, in other words. And yeah, it could be really good, could be really bad. I'm going to go ahead and recycle these. There's no reason in leaving those there. They're kind of in the middle of everything that I want to build. So, but yeah, so I'll go ahead and tear down some of these structures. Oh wait, these pipes are going... Are these the ones that are running all the way down here? We might get rid of it just because these pipes are in the way now of what I want to be building, and that's no good. Regardless, the point is, I'm tearing down 3 of these so I can go build them on those other oil patches down here and build even more intrusive pipes all the way up to my base so that we have a pretty decent oil input to carry us through while I start making motions towards building a train station. So, okay. But yeah, either way, this is the end of this video, and this has been Cardboard Decoy Plays Factorio. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please consider like, commenting, and subscribing, and... hold on. Can I... Yep, I can turn it like that. That's like the worst placement in the history of all placements. For serious. Like, I don't like that. How can we... Sorry, I'm my own little world at the moment, I realize. Let's go ahead and we'll do it like this. And then I'll explain what I'm thinking of there. There's the cliffhanger ending. What is he going to do? What madness is he concocting with these oil derricks or pump jacks, whatever they're called? And yeah, you'll find out next time. Either way, I hope you've enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you next time. Have fun.